You're saying a lot at work. I'm sorry.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin, once again brought to you by the proud and noble Fuck Kim Corporation.
Motherfucker.
Fuck Kim. Fuck
Fuck
everything
you.
she loves. And to quote Sir Integra Van Helsing, fuck all kinds of duck.
I mean, if you're gonna fuck everything I care about, I suppose you should just kind of like low key like fuck everybody in the venue because like I care for you people.
All right, I'm gonna get my condoms. I'm gonna get some lube. This is gonna get messy.
Oh my god, bruh.
I'm not about that life.
It's okay, Marcus. You could be the only gay man. You could be the only gay black man in Florida. That could be a thing.
I wouldn't be the only one, but I ain't the one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. This evening's scene will be taking place at the Jacobite Club. The right bar, at least it will be starting there. Jackie is probably already in situ. So you will be seated, probably doing your gear prep for this evening, or just kind of getting yourself in the right mental place.
Yes,
etc.
coffee and beer. Coffee and beer.
Coffee
yes.
and beer. Excellent. That's what that. It's what made America great. But yes, as in this case, Ikiro, I can pronounce shit today. And Carson will walk into the establishment. Carson looking slightly worse. Carlisle looking slightly worse for wear. Very pale, very stretched, and he's probably vomited at least once. That is all.
When she sees Jackie, Ikiro will just kind of smile and say, "Ah, it's good to see you again.
It's good to be seen, ma'am.
Hopefully everything has gone well for you."
Could be worse.
Hopefully not.
You're just walking around all kinds of unattended. He asked this as he's putting on like gloves and going through this bag.
I am never unattended.
Appearing behind her is this individual who literally appears to congeal out of smoke that comes from the ground. This one can attest to that fact.
Do I need to roll to put up Spirit 1 so that I can see the dead? Because that's Mavadare. Everything is the dead.
No. She's actually manifesting to the point that she could be seen.
So good sense and like an intelligence of 1 tells me that's a ghost, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
How do, ma'am?
You were very polite yesterday. It was noted.
Yes, ma'am. A little politeness don't cost nobody nothing, but a little bit of time.
She will bow, not quite bow. She will incline her head to you respectfully, and she will say to Akiko, "For a gaijin, he has excellent manners." In Japanese.
Indeed, he is rather polite. I enjoy his company more than I do most. Well,
Unlike
for a gaijin.
the one who almost wet himself due to his own ignorance.
I can't believe he looked. It was so amusing.
There's a casual shrug. My apologies, I did not mean to disrupt your conversation on it, sir. She was saying in English.
Oh man, I'm all good. Here, everybody got something to say. Ain't no kind of Robert's Rules of Order going on in here. I'm just getting ready for work tonight. Underneath his leather jacket, he has it's a black mechanic's outfit, like the zip suit thing.
Okay.
Black boots, and the bag kind of is slung over his back.
Okay.
He can reach through. He can reach real quick and get to what he needs and everything.
That is entirely fair. Okay, that's fine.
It's like, And he's finishing the beer, just like contemplating. What did y'all got up to tonight, if you don't mind? I figure hear something lighthearted before I go do something stupid.
Oh. Well, at least myself and Carlisle have just come back from the lands of Jade, I suppose.
Forgive my ignorance, but what is that?
Oh, Shadowlands.
Oh, there. Yeah. I've been there once. Well, not there. It wasn't called that. It was something else. But I think it was the same place. I'm not sure.
Did you enjoy it?
It made me the man that I am today.
Oh. In which case, it must have been a very productive journey.
It was special.
Indeed. But what are you planning on doing this evening?
I'm gonna go steal a van.
Oh. How intriguing.
Most likely there'll be some folk that don't want me to steal that van. And I'll have to figure out something to do about that. But I got as best as I can do.
So why are you trying to steal a van?
Folk around here figured it might have some insight as to the inner workings of some nefarious individuals. Not that they're nefarious. Let's just say that they're on opposite ends. We're at odds with them.
And most
and
people are.
And it would make us better equipped to deal with them were we to know what some of the shenanigans they're up to were in particular.
Very calmly, the spirit will lead down and whisper near. He's speaking of the 5 metal dragons, sister of my master.
She'll wrinkle her nose. Oh, how unsightly.
I have done prayed on it, and Lady's probably going to be with me tonight.
Lady Luck? Or was that someone else you were speaking of?
Yes, ma'am, that was someone else that I was speaking of.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, it's all right. We don't know. We just met each other once. We don't know nothing about each other.
Oh, but I cannot remember. I think you said something about it the other night. About your lady.
Could be that I did. Could be that I did. I have been known to run on.
The Lady Morrigan, sister of my master.
Indeed, that was her.
You will forgive me. When last we met, I wore a different face.
Yes, ma'am. Reckon so. Well, that's enough jawing. One thing. Hey, Carlisle. Ma'am, if you just excuse me for just a moment. I don't know what it is that you do a whole lot with your whatever it is that you do, aside from talking to ghosts and whatnot. But that fella over there has got a head for the technology, and I got to ask him a question. Do you mind if I go do that right now?
Oh, see, were you talking to Carlisle? Because I thought you were talking to him.
No, I was talking to the girl to say, can he go ask Carlisle a question?
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Why are you whispering?
Because we're fucking
Why is it you do not ask Mr. Carlisle a question yourself?
Well, because I don't want to disengage from this conversation and cause offense.
You were trained rather excellently.
My mama raised me right.
If she she is around, I wish to meet her one day. She seems like a very knowledgeable woman.
She's probably killing poachers and clansmen right now. Just one moment. Carlisle, buddy, old pal.
Yes.
Okay, now I know this is assuming things, and is it wrong to assume that one of you Etherites is pretty snazzy with the technology?
Yes.
Oh, so I shouldn't assume that then.
No. We are quite good with technology, most of us at least.
Are you any
you
good?
bastard! Sorry.
Are you any good?
He will stick up his middle finger at that bastard of a robot. Yes, I am.
Okay, so I got a question. A little bit ago, a student of mine did something kind of silly with some sort of cellular phone, and he had left it, and them individuals that we was having a bit of a kerfluffle with were able to track his location with some sort of low jack superpower. Now, I'm about to go take something what belongs to them. How do I make sure they can't do that to me? Because I don't want nobody threatening me with Gilgul.
Evan.
Yes.
In theory, to disable low jacking on a car, in theory.
It's pretty easy to do.
Intelligence technology?
I don't think Jackie is talking about that. Jackie, are you a mechanic talking about how to deactivate the mundane computer and/or tracking device on board a car?
I wouldn't ask that.
There we go.
If he's not asking that, then I have no idea what the hell he's talking about as a player.
Well, thank you kindly.
I was talking out of character. I was clarifying with the ST.
Oh, he's talking about how basically do you prevent technocracy from tracking it using their own hyperscience.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that much.
Well, how much correspondence and/or data do you have?
None.
In that case, no, you really wouldn't know.
Yeah, I can tell you that you can disable the mundane tracking devices, but technocracy tracking, not so much.
Well, I can just bring it back here, can't I? Ain't this place shielded some kind of way?
Let me know when you bring it over here. Please.
Hey, Carlisle, you could go with him.
He hasn't been invited yet, so.
Well, I need myself a hey, look a go. Hey, Lady Ichiro.
Hero? Yes?
Yeah. Okay. Could your friend there that can turn invisible be some kind of a lookout, or is that disrespectful of her superpowers?
I believe both myself and her could look out. I have as much interest as you do in stopping the 5 metal dragons.
Yeah. So here's my plan. He gets all conspiratorial. He doesn't get close to her, just like
she will actually at this point the ghost will blink and she'll look down and she will say, "Sister of my master, if they are talking about the mundane apparati which is used by the mortals in order to ascertain the location of various points, you do have the ability to take this motorized contraption to a place that cannot be sensed and transported there
She'll look over and smile and say, I know.
As you say, mistress. Or sorry, as you say, sister of my master.
I'm not sure if they wish me to do that, though.
You may ask him. He seems to be rather interested in the assertion of ideas, since and she will switch to Japanese, brainless oaf who continually insults us by his every breath, turns back to English, seems not to be able to offer an answer that they deign acceptable.
True enough. True enough. She'll look back over to Jackie and say, if it is tracking that you are concerned about, I could bring it to a place where they would have a bit more trouble doing that.
Well, it'd do me just fine I take it as a kindness, ma'am.
She nods. As I said, I would be more than happy to help.
All right. So we got the location that I got from a former friend of mine. We're gonna go there. Y'all gonna be the lookout. Once I get her up and running, you can direct me by riding in it with me to get to the place where we can. That's all kind of negative Nancy for being tracked. That's it. Real simple. Of course, there might be some people there, and I might have to stab somebody. Just saying.
We find this agreeable, though. If you endanger the mistress in it, or if you endanger the sister of my master, you will suffer the consequences.
Right. Okay. So by the very nature of this excursion. Okay, ma'am, I really can't endanger you. I mean, do you feel endangered?
Not particularly.
She doesn't feel endangered, ma'am. Just saying.
Very well.
I
Should that change, however?
All right then. Could you do me a kindness and just be not endangered, at least in your mind? That'd be great.
I do very much enjoy your company.
And thus it once we found the name of the scene, could you do me a favor and not be in danger? Sorry, continue.
Okay. Carlisle, if we die, at least you know where we were going, okay?
Have fun. And
Here's
he'll
yours.
turn around and he'll leave.
It's gonna go. Okay.
On the bright side, at least the filthy coward shows his colours, she will say in English.
I don't understand what just happened.
Sorry, out of character, did Ian get upset and leave, or because he seemed to leave really abruptly there?
I'm pretty sure he's pissed. I don't know why though.
Kim, did something happen? I was genuinely not paying attention.
Out of character, y'all have been insulting him since the thing started.
Yeah, but we've been insulting him in character.
Hey, I don't think Ikiro said anything about him.
Oh, this one only insults him because he insulted us first.
I don't think he likes it. Methinks you should send some sort of PM and ask him.
Oh, at this point, fucked if I care. Continue.
Roger that. All right. So let's go do this. Let's go do this.
Okay.
I will be putting on. I put on the Morgan's cloak at this point.
Is that a wonder? Bear mind, I don't remember all of your sheets.
It's Arcane 3. You said you have to turn on Arcane, so I'm turning on Arcane.
Oh, that's entirely fine. Hey Kim, because I like talking cats. The wraith will take on the appearance of a cat and hop up on your shoulder.
Okay.
Ooh,
actually, it'll curl around your shoulder.
Okay. Is amazing.
Also,
Kim,
I still probably do have I don't want to say a small handbag, but it's a decent handbag because I do have a familiar.
Oh wait, shit! No, in that case, I will voice the familiar. The familiar is a tiny Asian dragon, isn't it?
Yes.
It'll pop its head out, kind of look around, Honestly, by the blood and the consternation of my ancestors, I contemplate existence. I have often thought simply, why? And then I discovered cake and figured out that I didn't have to care as much about life as I did.
She'll gently pat it on the head and then look over to Jackie and say, I believe we were leaving, or was there something else that needed to be done?
Oh, nope. Finish my beer and we're good.
Awesome. Or wonderful. She wouldn't say awesome.
We'll then move on to the staging area after making, move on to the staging area.
Okay, Maeve has basically gotten the van to appear in a rural, not necessarily a rural, sorry, not a rural area, that is the wrong turn of phrase, in a suburban area just outside Dublin. You assume that they've actually done good blood drive over the course of the day. It's coming up to about 9:30, and they've stopped they've stopped taking donations at this point. They're at the end of a cul-de-sac road, so there's a single circle at the end of the road, and then a straight road that leads straight on. And you drive up to a crossroads at the end of the. You drive up to a crossroads at the end of the cul-de-sac, and you can either go right or left. The blood van itself is white with a single tear droplet of blood on the side, and it says Dublin City Council blood donation vehicle on the side of it. You can see. Sorry. Okay. How close are you getting to it?
Within like the other side of the street, like down the road, down the ways a bit.
Cool. Important questions. Okay. At this point, do you want to roll me some dex stuff?
Sure. I'll roll that. I mean, I don't have a lot of dice in it, but let me see here. Dex is 3. Stealth 3. So 9 dice. What's the difficulty?
Sorry. Oh, I don't have a lot of. I don't have a lot of dice. No. Standard diff. Okay. Jackie, you are the win.
Ikiro's gonna stay way in the back.
That's fine. You got a little. You got a ghost cat sitting right beside you.
Beautiful.
Okay. So how's Jackie approaching this problem? Basically, the blood van is sitting parallel to you at the bottom of the circle end of the cul-de-sac. There are houses surrounding it, etc.
Is there a? Can I make a perception check to see if there's any? Is there anybody in the van?
The light in the van is on. You can see one person sitting in the passenger seat. The door to the back of the actual van itself is open, so you assume that there are probably 2 or 3 technicians. The others are more than likely in the back of the van proper.
I will attempt right now to see if Lady Luck is on my side and say right about now is the time where they need to go, and they might have left something. They both just need, one of them needs to leave. Just something rando happens, and I'm just gonna go entropy wild on this one and see what happens.
Okay, that's fine. Important question: does Jackie have a mind shield?
No.
Okay, sorry, I had to ask.
They are still at -3 difficulty. Yay, arcane. I mean, +3 difficulty. I believe. You can check that yourself. That's your job.
That's fine. Until such time as he actually takes an offensive action and he maintains the stealth. Yes. Okay, so you wanted to roll entropy basically to try and create a random event where one of them will have to leave the One of them will have to leave the. Okay.
That's it. So 3d10 green.
What are you using as your focus?
I don't need one right now, but I will lower the difficulty by using my Karen bit and drawing it and taking it. Basically, takes a point of lethal as he flicks blood in the air and throws it after he slices his finger.
That's entirely fine.
Three, so normally this would be 6 because it's coincidental. So it'll be diff 4.
Well, you're using entropy 3, are you?
No, I'm using entropy 2.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, because it would start as it would be 6. It would start at 4, then add 2, or then add 2. Yeah.
So minus 2 is 4 again.
Minus 2 is 4 again. Yeah.
Hey, I got a success.
Okay, I'm going to say you basically you're trying to reorder fate. So you're basically trying to make it so that an individual does something that is not necessarily on their plan. So you're going to require more than one success. You're going to require about 4 or 5, give or take these.
I can keep rolling this because I didn't fail.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm pointing it out to you.
No, I'm just making. Okay, cool. Or, this is so stupid. That's 5 total.
Awesome. You'll see one of the guys pat down his pocket, and you'll see kind of him look down. You assume he's looking at the floor, and then you see him sigh, and then you see him turn his head around, clearly talking to the people in the back before he opens the door of the van and steps outside and proceeds to kind of look on the ground around the van. Clearly, he's either dropped his mobile phone or his keys or something of that nature.
Okay. Is the back is open? There's one dude in the front, or is there's a dude in the front the one that got out?
The dude in the front is the one that got out. There's still 2 in the back, you assume.
Okay. So I sidle up to it with my 6 success stealth and see what when he leaves. Then I try and take a look and see what I got going on inside.
Okay. Inside there are another 2 men who are dressed in the same kind of white overall smock as the one who's gotten out and is currently looking for his keys. They just appear to be medical practitioners. They're not bulky, or they're not well armed, or they don't appear to have any weapons. They're just, at the moment they're doing paperwork, and one of them is putting the blood into coolers.
Okay, cool. So as a surprisingly crazy thing, I want to say, YOLO and run, jump in the front seat and just gun it. The door's open. They just might fall out. That's probability right there.
I like that the statement began with the phrase "YOLO, motherfucker." It makes everything better.
So this would be entropy 3, and I will mutter a prayer to the more again and hope for the best.
What are you trying to do with the magic? Sorry. Oh, you're trying to just start the car?
No. They'll when I drive off. I want to increase the probability that they fall out when I gun it.
Okay. For every success, for every success, then it will increase the difficulty of their Dex athletics rolls in order to not GTFO out of the car by sheer force of gravity. Up to a maximum +3.
Okay. So this is 7, but I will mutter a prayer first. Mm-hmm. Which is my esoterica.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 40-10. Game magic.
Sorry, I'm just once again YOLO bitches. Steps on the gas.
Well, that's kind of the plan. I can't attack. I don't know what these guys can do, and I don't really want to hurt nobody. That's just a regular dude. Because I could have checked with Prime, but I'm a dumbass and didn't do that.
Okay, so roll your dice. Are you using anything to lower the diff, like foci? Are you just doing?
He's gonna mutter a prayer. That's going to be my esoterica roll. right quick.
Okay, yeah. Roll your esoterica, and that will give you minuses depending on your results on the esoteric roll.
I'm so stupid. Woo! So now the difficulty is only 6 instead of 7.
Yep. So roll that sweet, sweet entropy. For the love of God, don't botch.
Ah,
What would that? Hang on. If you botched that, that would be 9 points paradox.
the fuck?
I think you take the number and there's a multiplication involved. I'm not looking at the sheet at the moment.
See what happens. I got a
Okay.
success.
Yeah, that's entirely fine. So you proceed to you can continue to cast if you want.
I'll try. Sure, I'll test my luck one more time. Sorry, this is so boring, guys.
It's fine. It's about to get a whole lot more interesting.
Oh no.
When the GM says that, and the anus clenches.
Woo! The max I can get is 3 anyway. 2 is pretty good.
Okay, cool. So, would you like to narrate or jump into the car and YOLO motherfuckers as you step on the gas?
I give a signal to the ghost and the lady that he's about to go do the dumb thing.
Okay, Kim,
Like
you
he
might want to
pa-
start. You
like
might want
he-
to start opening that thing.
he like pantomimes the driving and the gas.
It's made infinitely better by Jackie's vroom vroom motion.
Okay, so if I remember this correctly, he did his spell and then he hopped into the car. He's about to drive off, right?
And he's about to gun it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All
Okay.
right. Hang on. Before that happens, Jackie, you turn the key on in the ignition because the ignition's not on; it's just still in standby, and you press it down. Okay.
And nothing happens.
No, the car does start, and the engine starts to roar. Jackie, do you have any effects on you that would make you more difficult to shoot at this moment in time?
What the fuck?
No. I'm wearing a
Okay.
leather jacket. Pretty awesome.
Is it a very nice leather jacket?
I mean, I think it's pretty temp. I think it's worth 1 point of armor because it's.
You know something, because I kind of feel bad. Yes. I actually need to check. Marcus, do you remember off the top of your head what does a? I believe a laser scope is -1 diff.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, no, Evan, I don't think that it is. I don't think that a laser scope would be anything. I don't think it's a real thing.
It is in the weapons section on the forum. I'm just gonna go check that now.
I mean, it could be. I mean, you can do what you want to. I mean,
A laser sight is a -1 diff. It takes 1 turn to aim, and the scope adds 2 dice to the shooter's dice pool for the first shot only, if we're going by the weapons chart.
Okay, cool.
I didn't see no turn aiming.
I mean, he got a point.
I was just about to rule then it's not applicable. Calm thy collective tits.
Oh no, I'm not Hakuna and Matatas. I'm scared as fuck. Leave me alone.
I'm done with you.
Hey Kim, you know how they know that there was going to be a hit on this place tonight? Finger guns.
Shut up.
Fucking me. It's all good. I'm a dumbass. I believed her.
It's alright, dude.
We know she's a bad guy now, don't we?
Don't worry about it.
I'm kind of worried about it.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
You're
Two
not. It's okay.
successes. So that's 2 rollover damage, or that's 1 rollover into damage. Kim, a sniper rifle is 7 lethal?
Jesus Christ. Go look. A rifle is 8 damage.
Okay.
An assault rifle is 7.
How did he see me? Oh, that's right. They were watching because someone set me up. That's right. Okay.
Look, okay, look, I didn't fucking set you up. Okay, I didn't. Okay, look.
It's all good. I'll make another character. It's all good.
No. I'll bring you
Oh
back.
wow, the dice god love you, Marcus. The bullet grazes your neck and you take 2 lethal damage.
I'm cool with that. That works. Motherfucker. YOLO.
All right, hi Marcus. Make me a Dex drive roll.
Okay. Let me see. Do I even have drive? I do. I'm a mechanic that can't drive. That's pretty lame.
That would also be hilarious. Kim, you also might want to start opening that portal sharpish.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna start doing my roll.
Hey
This
Marcus,
is-
by the way, is the dashboard meant to be beeping and blinking?
Man, I don't think it's supposed to, but I really can't worry about that right now. 'Cause motherfuckers are shooting me with sniper rifles.
I'm gonna just go back. Okay, I'm gonna channel my inner May for a second and say, how many times do we need to tell you people to not fuck with technocracy technology?
Look, I'm about to fix that. It's about to get haywired the fuck out of it. I don't care.
Okay,
But I got to
so
get
we're-
away first.
Yeah. I'm afraid to ask, but Evan, what's the gauntlet rating?
Oh, Gauntlet it's the Shroud rating or the
Like,
yes,
you know what I meant.
8.
Oh, fuck.
You're in a happy little suburban neighborhood full of life and hope.
That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Hey. And yeah, it's the gauntlet rating. My foci aren't gonna do shit to lower my diff.
They will.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, no, they will. You can.
Yeah, the gauntlet
I
rating.
thought
the
foci
gauntlet
didn't-
rating- Oh no. The gauntlet rating is the gauntlet rating is simply what your arete difficulty is. Ergo, quid pro quo, cogito ergo sum. You can use stuff that would lower your arete difficulty just like anything else.
Thank
Yep.
God.
It's like how it's one of the basic spell derivatives that is. It's like how mind magic is based on willpower +3, but you can still lower that or for supernatural creatures, but you can still lower that difficulty with foci, quintessence, and things like that. It's the exact same with gauntlet rating.
Beautiful. I'm gonna roll int esoterica then.
Okay,
I'll lower that
that will
difficulty.
give another. Are you sure?
Not if you're gonna say it like that.
Okay, I'm just saying they'll get another round to shoot at Marcus.
Like, if I botch this, we're fucked, okay?
No, if you botch this, it will be hilarious, and hell will open in a suburban neighborhood.
I'm down with that.
I kind of am
A
too.
suburban neighborhood. Fuck you.
A suburban neighborhood.
Okay, so she'll be using her fan, which counts as a unique and personalized, because it was probably given to her by her mother. It was given to her by her mother.
Okay.
Oh, here we fucking go, boys and girls.
got- 2 successes on my fuck y'all YOLO roll.
Kim?
I got a success.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean, no?
Oh, wait, no, it's a personal and... Yeah, okay. Yes, you got a success. You're going to need
Yeah.
3 successes to open the portal.
I'm sorry, Marcus. They're gonna be able to shoot at you again.
You know what I can do this time? Duck down.
You
can,
right?
know.
You right?
And I will point out the reason you didn't get a perk awareness, because I feel like it's only fair that I should tell you this. The reason you didn't get a perk awareness to identify that there was a shooter is because he is shielded using mind. So basically, you can't perceive him.
Fuck mine.
That's why I asked if you had a mind shield.
I could have just rolled perception plus awareness, but I didn't because I'm a dumbass.
Okay, so yep. You will basically get a Dex Athletics to dodge this iteration of Pew Pew. And also because it's a moving car, I'm going to increase the difficulty by 2.
I'd appreciate that. That'd be great.
I'm nothing if not fair. Oh well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Is that all? Mate,
Oh yeah, that's all. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
let me just not get shot. That'd be great.
Please not.
So Dex, just you can dodge with your Dex Athletics, and who knows,
Okay,
the Morgan might be with you. Maybe.
could be. I only have 3, 6 dice for this.
Dude, he did pray. Can you just get like a lower diff and just say the Morgan's helping a brother out?
No, it's all good. It's what happens when you don't take when the dude that could have went with you decided to roll out in a huff.
Yeah, that one.
This is not rolls, Marcus. And I will well, I have to do that next turn. That can be my only action. So here it comes.
Okay, you take 2 off it, so it's basically just a basic hit with 1 rollover damage.
Roll my 1 die soak.
Oh
No.
crap!
F.
If you succeed on your soak roll, you'll live.
Well, that makes me happy. 1d10 F. You spend willpower on soak rolls?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you can.
Oh well, I'll roll. Let's see what happens. Woo!
Yeah. Nice one. That is literally God deciding you live. It caves in your skull on the left-hand side. Blood showers down your face. You feel like that moment when you met your death and awoke. However, you know that there's nothing rosy like awakening waiting for you on the other side of this wheel, motherfucker.
YOLO!
Okay. YOLO!
No!
Tim, would you like to try to open the portal again?
Yes!
And Marcus, what would you like to do on your
Fuck!
action, as it were?
I'd like to spend a willpower roll to disregard my wound penalties and make a life roll to see if I can heal myself.
Okay. Kim, I'm going to assume you spent a willpower in that roll.
Yeah.
There we go. Who's a clever Kim? You're a clever Kim. I will point out, though, Marcus, that by basically making the life roll, you will not be driving.
Well, I can drive or live. Well, I'm not gonna. Actually, I'm not taking any more. I'm assuming I'm not going to take any more damage, so I will just drive. But I will spend the willpower points to negate the wound penalties from being jacked up and drive through the portal.
That is entirely fair. Oh, shit, by the way, hang on. I just need to make a brief roll.
No, you don't need to make a roll, Scoochie.
God damn it, Kim, shut up.
Jackie,
Just let him live.
it's all good. I can make another character.
One science tech is out the back of the van like a motherfucker.
Oh yes, you can make that roll
Oh,
definitely.
shit. Okay. The other one botches and snaps his neck as he falls out. There's a sickening crack.
See,
And the body kind of goes limp.
I'm glad I used that entropy roll before I did.
I want the body.
No, Kim. Bad Kim. Slaps Kim's hand.
Body.
You're not getting
I have-
the body.
Left. Leave me alone.
Marcus, drive! Drive like you've never drove before!
I am. I'm too successful driving after I've been shot in the motherfucking head. I'm doing what I can.
All right, basically, there is an outline of inky blackness that appears in front of you. Basically, as I say, it is this normal suburban street, but on the other side, everything appears elongated, somewhat twisted, almost as if it was designed by the hands of excuse me, almost as if it was designed by the hands of Tim Burton. There's that kind of quintessential oddness. None of the angles are straight. Everything is slightly longer than it should be. The color scheme is wrong. It's too pallid, too colorless, and the van smashes through this barrier between the worlds at the same time as Akiko steps in behind it. Sorry, Akirio steps in behind it, and it snaps closed behind you.
YOLO!
If it helps, you were literally saved by wearing a leather jacket.
The factor of cool has saved your life. Bruh.
You know what? Leather jacket. All day.
Okay, so Akiro will kind of look towards the wraith and say, why don't you go find the shooter and pay him a little visit? If you don't mind, of course.
And she will look down and she will say, that is not my assignment, sister of my master.
Surely you can deviate from your assignment for a small modicum of time.
You do not understand. That is not my assignment.
What if I were to ask my brother and him to change your assignment?
I could not perceive the shooter anyway, sister of my master.
Out of character, does Jackie know that they're in the land of the dead?
Yes. No, actually, no. You probably think that they were taking you into the Umbra. However, when you open your eyes and come back to consciousness, this is like a nightmare. You've been here before. It was sad times. You think you're dead.
Oh, shit.
Hey, boss lady.
Yes?
No, not you.
Oh.
I got my blade of Fion, and I'm rolling out trying to help some folk out. So if you could see your way kindly of helping one of your silly little death bards out, that'd be awesome.
You know something? All around you, and you start to become aware of this, you start to see eyes and feathery wings looking down at you from trees and gutters. Because as I say, you're in a mirror of this place, but it's a twisted mirror. You start to see ravens looking down at you, kind of curiously. You might want to tell him he's not dead, kid.
Kira will just kind of poke her head out. You know, I guess she was like behind the truck because it drove through, and so she'll just kind of walk around to like the driver's side window and just kind of like look in through the window.
The doors were still open.
Oh, well, then she'll just kind of like, okay, so you know how when you have an open door and like someone just kind of peeks through and they just kind of turn their head in at that angle? That's what she's doing.
Hey.
Hello.
She clearly died too, Jackie. Maybe it was better that you died. I mean, considering what her brother would probably do to you in the event he found out his sister was dead.
By the way, that's exactly what he says. Well, it's a good thing you bought it too, else your brother would have some issues with me, wouldn't he?
What do you mean?
Because I'm dead. Look at all the damn ravens. Boss lady's here.
I will put out. I'm gonna be role playing Jackie's hallucinations due to blood loss for a little while.
Oh, I'm assuming there are no ravens then?
There were absolutely no ravens, Kim.
I got shot in the head.
Oh.
It's awesome.
No, that is not awesome. But you are not dead yet. You probably will be dead, though. Soon.
That's fucking smashing. We got to get this here vehicle to some place there. Wait, am I safe? Can I use magic?
Yes. Here you can.
Remember how you said you could help me out?
Yes.
I'm gonna call in that marker
Okay.
because I can't feel my face and I ain't on Molly.
If you don't mind stepping out of the car, please. And she'll actually kind of like offer you her hand to step down because she's gonna be nice and kind because he is kind and nice.
And as much as I would love to touch you, I don't want that to come back and bite me in the ass. So I'm gonna fall on the ground. It's all good. Out.
There you go.
Landed it.
If it helps, you legitimately can't feel anything at this point.
That's my spleen or something useful.
She'll.
My papa's gonna be so mad at me.
Oh, you will be fine. Do not worry.
How'd you die, Jackie? I fell out of a van, Paul.
You should have just taken my hand if you were afraid of falling out of a.
Jackie, what the hell are you talking about, boy? You stand up there. You stand up there, and you be gracious to this here young lady.
Yes,
Jackie.
yes. And he tries desperately.
You're perceiving your grandpapa. He'll say, "Boy, I swear to God, I get over there. I give you a whooping. You receive a whooping the like of it. You never know. You never know the whooping I give you."
This is some bullshit. I can't even die. Out that old son of a bitch. Out. This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm up. Thank you for your blood. Oh, look. Is that long? Do I need that? I don't know.
Please lay back down.
Oh,
Boy,
no,
what the hell are
ma'am.
you talking about? You don't lay down when the lady tell you to. You sit down when the lady tell you to. You get down to church when the lady tell you. You ain't lay down when the lady tell you. What the hell are you talking about, boy?
I am sitting my ass down because that is respectful because you is what had you done ask of me. I am so sorry, ma'am. Oh, look, my other lung.
It's so true because that's what some of the people down here are like.
Kim, for the love of God, roll your irritate. I can't southern for that long.
Yeah, but I have to describe how she does her magic because I've been fucking waiting. Because I think it's cool.
I remove my nipple.
The fuck? No.
Throw it at you.
No. Basically what she does is she'll pull out not her new dagger that she got, because I'm not about to deal some fucking ag to myself. No, thank you.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah, not today.
I rebuke you.
Right? She'll actually pull out a smaller little, it's probably like a push dagger. And she just kind of slices it along her palm. Because I know it's not OC, I know it's not the best way. But she probably enjoys how it feels, but we're not gonna get on that.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So she'll pretty much slice the palm of her hand, run her finger through the blood, and then pretty much draw a very crude Eastern dragon on Jackie's forehead. Because why not? That's not sanitary at all.
Bacteria.
It's beautiful.
Pathogens.
Okay, so that'll lower my diff by what, 2? Because it is my blood. I'd think that was unique. Well, probably only by 1.
Yeah, well, no, your blood is a unique foci. Trust me on that one.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh, and you're using a focusing. You don't need to. That's another -1.
Well, I got 4 successes anyway, so how many successes am I gonna need?
It's 1 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4
And
so
also-
far. Let's.
Marcus, as you get healed, your grandpappy starts to fade from your vision. The last thing he says is, "Boy, you better go get me those crawdads." And then he vanishes.
We don't even live near the Gulf. What is?
And that is another 4 successes, so you were healed up back to full.
His skull goes. Pow! Ow! Well, I guess the goddess sent you instead of herself, because I have faith that she would help me out. The goddess will provide.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, people ain't shooting bullets at me. That's awesome.
Indeed.
We need to. All right, now here's my question: where exactly are we?
Oh, do you remember the Land of Jade I spoke to you about earlier?
Yep, didn't rightly know what it was then. Don't rightly know what it is now.
I believe it is what you might know as the Shadowlands. Or the Land of the Dead.
Oh, well, what of the three realms are we in? Are we in Morgan's realm, Diana Shit's realm, or the other guy? Please don't say the other guy.
She'll kind of turn to the Wraith as a kind of, please interpret.
I believe he's speaking about his incorrect cosmology.
She'll look back to Jackie and say, which one deals with the dead?
All three of them.
Oh. Then I cannot say for certain.
The way my ancestors tell it, there's three of them. They each got a different job. I work for the mean one.
Would that be the other guy that you said you hoped you weren't in his realm?
No. I ain't the mean one. I work for the mean one. It's
Being
all
this
good.
Morgan?
Yeah. She trucks with all manner of killings and birds, and it's a lot of complicated. Don't even worry about it. I'm sort of a It's not important. Get the truck. How'd you bring a truck to the Shadowlands?
Carefully.
Magic, I'll assume.
That too.
Okay, now where's this thing gonna spit us out?
Wherever I wish it to.
All right. Does magic work on this side like it does on the other end?
For the most part.
You are not subject to
Cool.
the rules of paradox on this side.
Little what? Oh, you mean the kickback? Okay. He takes the knife. He goes, well, since I didn't have one of them handy fellers to dismantle such things, I'm gonna need to improvise.
Indeed.
And instead of Jackie knowing how, Jackie does know one thing about the technocracy. He knows that their stuff's got to work for it to work. So Jackie takes the battery out.
If one may contemplate, you wish to take this van to a safe location where it cannot be tracked. Is that what I am to understand?
That was the plan.
She will turn and she will say, Mistress, stay here, or sister of my master, stay here and keep him company.
Ma'am?
Hmm?
He looks to the ghost.
Yes.
Would you? He goes, are you, mistress? Ma'am, sister of her master.
My name is Matsuo.
Oh, Matsuo. Can she act as a bridge so that I may pay you?
I don't require payment.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We deal with all manner of haints and stuff, so payment ain't an issue. If you need blood or something else, I can make that happen.
She will shake her head and she will say, my master keeps me more than well tended to in my need. I'm suggesting that you two stay here. As I said, this is a representation of where you were. Rather,
So we're still there, just over here.
Correct. However, the distances that need to be traveled or the directions are not the same. I am going to find the correct route and I will return.
All right.
Out of character, Evan also has to excuse himself for a few minutes to go and take some pain medication. So if you two just want to roleplay amongst yourselves, that could be interesting.
Well, that was exciting.
Indeed. How are you
Jackie,
feeling?
like somebody just touched my head and fixed a hole in it.
That is good.
He actually goes and closes the doors in the back because they were still open when he drove through.
She'll actually pull out like a handkerchief from one of her pockets, and she'll wipe the blood off of his forehead because that's still kind of there.
Your brother's not gonna kill me or anything for you help me out, is he? Because that would suck.
No.
Okay.
I would tell you that he's not as scary as he is, but perhaps that is just how I view him.
Well, no. I don't think you're scary. I just know people are real sensitive about their sisters.
Sure enough.
Well, I had meat. That's not important.
No, please do tell. I always enjoy hearing stories.
Well, I had myself a sister, and here's some man, and I say man. Now she was 15, and yearbouts where we're from, sometimes people, they have a very different mentality about how age of consent and all that. And this feller was intent on acquiring my sister's hand in marriage. I think he just wanted in her pants and was using marriage as a whole thing. Now his folk had a whole lot of money and ours didn't. He come down to the holler, seen my sister and thought, oh, you raven-haired beauty, yada, 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 all this and that and the third. And she was all smitten with him. And, well, we just knew he was up to no good. And so we went to the wise people and we said, hey, this here's a problem. And they said, well, what do you want to do about it? And I said, well, that's my sister. This fella wants to have his way with her, and I don't really like that. Now, she was really indifferent and was unaware of his intentions, but, we had wise women back then that they could sense these sort of things because they know things because they're old. Now, I myself was of the belief that we should just beat him senseless and leave him on the side of the mountain as a warning. I was told that was a bit too far and that we don't beat people senseless. We either kill them or we don't. And since death was not all on the table, I, as a young man, was unaware of the nuances. So we had ourselves a palaver. We sat down, had some beer and some chicken, and came up with a plan. And let me tell you this. I learned that day that there is more than one way to skin a cat.
You are free to speak freely here.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I know.
Well, it is good to see that you got your payback.
Oh, no, ma'am. It's not revenge that we sought. See, it was order. Certain things need to be enforced. Rules, as it were. It's been my people's job since forever. Since we came over from this country. Yeah, country. It's like this big. I'm not sure that's legit a country. I'm not really good with politics or but it's like this big. Anyway. I'm a Ken Rowan, and as long as I don't run into a Kilkenny, we should be fine.
Was there not an American story? Oh, I can't exactly remember it, but two families were extremely against one another and for centuries would try to kill one another.
Oh, yes, the Hetfields and the McCoys. Cautionary tale, that is. That's why we left, so we wouldn't do that. Whole passel of us came on a boat a long time ago. In 1800 or 19 something or 100, I don't know. It was old. It was a long time ago. But yeah, that's why we left. It was over a woman, because it always is over a woman.
Women, mysterious, aren't they?
Well, they might be mysterious, but what men want from them ain't all that secretive.
Sure enough. Sure enough. So Where do you come from originally, then?
Butcher Holler?
She simply blinks.
And I return, now with a little less lung than I had when I left.
Don't die.
Jackie's got the same problem.
All
No, he
right,
got his lung back. Thank you very much.
so what have you guys been talking about?
She asked Jackie. She asked Jackie where he was from.
And she was told.
Do you wish to continue just doing roleplay, or shall we progress? It's up to you. I don't mind.
Lady Shush.
One moment, sorry.
Oh, Marcus, question: are you doing things like rooting around in the back of the van or anything like that?
Well, he locked it up, and what he was doing while he was talking was essentially finding basically the one actual thing he does know about fighting technocrats and technomancers in general is if their gigaws don't work, then they just don't work. So
Yeah.
all that he wants to do is, he knows the thing. He can find a truck. You can find a battery in a van. Okay, anything that ain't the van battery, he wants to disable.
Okay.
Now that's
So
what I was
basically,
going to ask. Would using haywire just turn off the stuff I need off, or would it turn off everything?
Oh, you're basically talking about slay the machine, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you can direct that. You can do it to individual things.
Yeah, but if I botch, I break the whole damn truck. So what I want to do is make a int plus crafts roll. Now, if that won't work, because I don't have any technology, okay, so if that won't even work, then I'm not going to bother doing that.
There is a much simpler solution that Jackie would come to.
What, just take the battery out?
No, everything that's technological in the truck that you don't need, throw it out into the Shadow Labs. You're going to be leaving it anyway.
Or, considering this is a blood donation truck and there are coolers for the blood, you could use Prime Sight and see what is technocracy magical. Because it would have more quint in it, because it is a technocracy device.
Not always true.
True enough.
Hilariously enough. But yeah, so real simple, Evan. The stuff that the stuff, it's all got to have power. I got crafts. I can find the stuff that powers it and turn it off.
Yeah, I'll let you do that with an intellect crafts roll. Because you don't technically have technology, it'll be a DC 7.
At least it would if I wasn't using entropy.
God bless that entropy.
So I'm going to use magic to enhance my ability. 3d10.
You know what's great, guys? Magic is great.
Magic is what is keeping me alive. See if I fuck this up. Woo! So what was the difference normally?
The diff would normally be 7.
So it's 6 again. Yay!
Hooray! How many successes did you get?
2.
Okay. You will pretty much go through the van. It'll take you about, you'll be there about 30 minutes or so, as you go through the entire van, you take out the battery of everything that is essentially powered or has power going to it. Did anyone end up knocking on Quintessence side, by the way? People were talking about it.
She was gonna do it.
Yeah, I just need to roll. Hold on. She'll just kind of fan herself.
Mm-hmm.
Use that as a... Yeah. 4 successes.
Okay, you turn on Prime side. Kim,
What's up?
you look at the blood donation coolers, which are now turned off.
Hmm?
There's prime light coming from inside the blood donation coolers.
What the fuck? Were they getting blood from, like, vampires or something? Damn.
Strike that, reverse it. That's fucking terrible.
Kinda.
What was that, Marcus?
I said, well, out of character, if you think about it, who says is what they took? It's probably what they gave.
I don't know.
But you will. Do you look in the actual cooler boxes?
Yeah.
Okay. You will find over the 2 packs of. Oh, you'll find there are about 20 packs of blood in each one. There are three packs of blood from 3 different donors at 3 different times of the day. That each one, or well, times of the day, they have a time written on them from 3 different named individuals that each have quintessence infused into blood.
Hmm. She'll pull out those 3 bags of blood. And she'll look at Matsuya and say, "Do you mind remembering these
Maxwell
labels
left.
for me?" Oh, shit, I thought she came back. Well, fuck her. Thanks.
She's not back yet. You're doing all this while she's gone.
Okay. And she'll just kind of motion over to Jackie and say, "Look at this. You might find it interesting."
Do I know any of the names?
No, none of the names are familiar to you.
Can I make an int plus medicine roll to see if I can figure out anything going on?
Not really without very scientific equipment. Like you need to actually you need to actually do the medicine to actually check the blood for various different things. However, the only thing that will stand out for both of you, if you've got at least medicine 1, is they're all the same blood type, which is denoted on the placard.
What type is it?
Evan always gets this fucked up. Which is the universal donor?
Nurse.
It is O.
Is it? I thought it was one of the specific types of O, like O positive or O negative or something like that. Anyway, Evan could Google it, but no.
It is O negative.
Person with the blood group O.
It's O neg.
All 3 of them are O negative.
Hmm. She'll...
Kim, not only is the blood... Sorry, Kim, not only is the blood... does the blood of quintessence in it, the container, the actual silicone or the plastic bag that the blood is also in, also has quintessence in it. You can see that now. You're holding it closer.
Can she make an awareness check to discern the nature of the magic?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Sorry.
That is 3 successes.
Okay. There are 2 different effects. There is an effect in the blood, and there is an effect on the container of the blood, on the sealant, on the packaging. Both of them are life based.
I'm guessing I'm gonna have to turn on life sight to understand a little better.
Yes.
Okay. 4 successes.
Okay. Kim, you look down. Can you please roll me your medicine?
Okay.
You're basically able to do this without tools.
Can she negate the normal difficulty by 3 successes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that is difficulty 3.
Yes.
That is okay. Does my specialty in Wicked Bright apply?
Oh, fuck yes.
That is 7 successes.
God
Hi,
damn.
Kim. Let's sit down and talk about the bubonic plague.
Oh,
Kim, that is a magical virus. Incredibly virulent, but very slow acting. The actual... You're pretty certain it would have infected both of you, except for the magical container that it's being held in.
I'm really glad.
This thing has sufficient... Let's phrase it like this. You're not exactly sure what the symptoms are, but it looks reminiscent of Ebola, except highly mutated Ebola.
Low-key really happy I decided not to that.
Fuck you, Maeve. I'm sorry.
Who said Maeve made it? She wasn't there with the
I'm blaming her.
technology when I did
I'm
it.
blaming her. I'm blaming her for everything. It's all good.
Did Maeve help with that though, Evan?
He did take 6 lethal in his defense, and no, she didn't.
Okay then. Maeve didn't do it. My cinnamon bun is
No, but Kim, what's in that bag is genuinely scary.
oh yeah, no fucking doubt about it.
All 3 of them are the same.
I don't understand why they'd have the plague in these containers if they were donating the blood. If they were distributing it, it would be best to have it at a hospital, wouldn't it?
Can I make a leap in logic?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Taylor making it.
Do it.
I got a medicine 1. They got designer drugs. They probably got designer diseases. Get a bunch of samples from people out there donating blood. You can create the perfect thing to kill them.
Also, Kim, how much medicine does your character have?
She's got only 2. The average.
Okay. Okay, roll me your intellect medicine, difficulty 7.
Is my life side gonna help with that?
No, it ain't.
Dag you.
I tried. And I got
Evan's
2 successes.
Evan's about to
You
take
got
this
2.
lower difficulty bullshit.
You got 2 successes, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it may... Okay, Kim, think about it like this. If they wanted to introduce tainted blood, the best way to do it would be from blood drives, where there was always a patient 0. However, they weren't able to ascertain it, and by the time it broke, there would be a panic. So basically what they're doing is they're assuring the fact that they have a supply of tainted blood into the hospitals, and a supply of tainted blood that people won't look at too clearly. Also, I will point out from your life site that disease it will not be detectable by our routine scans until it's already in the body and in the system. It was
It's more
designed to be
panic.
insidious.
And more panicky.
Uh.
And they can probably turn it on and off at will because it's their magic.
Kim, you got life 3, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So does Jackie.
What is it? Okay, cool. From both of your perspectives, what is in there is utter genius in terms of how it's created, like how you see its makeup. They took time, they took effort. This was laborious, but it's so perfect as a weapon. It makes SARS look like a case of. It makes SARS look like a common cold.
Loki
Oh,
wishes had me.
and you reckon the death itself will be horrific. You're able to ascertain the symptoms of the disease from being able to study it, the pattern of its life, the pattern of its life cycle. It will basically be Ebola and an absolutely horrible way to die. It's designed for shock value.
I have a feeling.
Oh shit! They're gonna. I mean, it's part of their program. They're gonna. The disease happens. Their group, just much like Spearhead, is gonna show up all medicine-y, and they're gonna fix it. And the church is gonna be like, "You can't, prayer and all that." No, science. Science is what fixed it. Yeah, technocracy. Fuck.
I think I know OOC exactly who created this, but I can't do anything about it.
You were asked to go for tea and everything.
Yep, I know, and I wanted to do the tea scene, but I just... Oh well. Oh well. Yep. Low-key regretting Maeve going away, but it's all good. She will become the antagonist I wanted her to be.
Well, this here's a problem, ain't it?
Very large one, yes.
Figure we get this to the verbs because they're all about the blood and magic and stuff.
The who, sorry?
The verbena.
Oh, them, yes.
This is an all hands on deck kind of thing, and as much as I would like to just find somebody to kill, which would be awesome, I don't think there's anybody who I can kill to take this out because I don't know anybody who's. Wait a minute, there's a whole lot of biological. I can find a lot of people here. Anyway, not important. I reckon I'm healed up now, and we can turn off the bad stuff. I reckon as soon as your friend pops on back, we get to a secondary location, and we should be okay.
Indeed. Hopefully, anyway.
It is at that point that the back of the van will open. You see Matsuo standing there with her hands behind her back. I have identified a route.
Thank you.
I live to serve, sister of my master.
She'll smile at that.
Matsuo, ma'am?
Yes, honored sir.
There's a feller named a Gravedigger. Got a nice collection of ghosts, likes to shackle them to himself. I'd steer clear of him.
Myself and Mr. Gravedigger are very well acquainted, sir.
Well, don't that just be it all? Feed me garlic and call me stinky.
You are, after all, addressing Mr. Gravedigger's daughter, she will say, extending her hand.
I'm addressing who's what? His head slowly turns in her direction. You're his what? You mean like he adopted you or something? Or did you issue from his loins?
It's coming out my nose.
Wait, because the way you phrased that was a little wonky. Was she pointing at Ikiro?
Yeah.
Okay. Ikiro is she's just kind of standing there. She's not really saying anything. If she could look embarrassed, she might look embarrassed.
That's your paw?
Indeed.
Explains a lot. Okay.
wasn't expecting that knowledge to just be laid out so plainly.
My apologies, mistress. Oh, sorry, my apologies, sister of my master. The master is not overly sensitive on the topic. I didn't assume you were.
We have ourselves an accord, and this knowledge will not pass from my lips unless someone like tortures me. Even then, I'll lie all kinds of ways. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
Makes you feel any better. They were gonna name me Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
Mm-hmm. It's Welsh. It was some kind of joke.
Llewellyn ap Griffith.
My mom said she wanted a name folk couldn't spell what they couldn't use hexes on them.
Interesting gaps, or interesting jumps in logic, I should say.
No, I'm all straight crazy. Let's get out of here.
Indeed.
Now avoid the two dangerous men in your life, like the plague. Yeah, let's do that.
The two who, sorry?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to survival all day. That's what I'm talking about. That's me.
Indeed.
We need to get to a warded place and take it back to the Jacobite Club and call the lady in white that makes things explode so she can have herself her van and they can science all day at this stuff. And we can warn all the mages that there's a freaking evil damn freaking science lab bomb in the back of this here.
Who is this that we need to contact?
Order of Hermes. She's a hermetic explosive. I mean, House Lambeau. She blows things up.
Ah.
I have university pointed out. Do you have Mage Lore 1? Yes. House Lambeau blow things up.
She's real pretty. So pretty she scares people. It's weird.
I see.
Here's a fellow named David. That fellow you saw on the road. Every time she sees him, I think he's sweet on her.
Sounds like it.
Do you mind if I drive, ma'am?
I was expecting you to drive.
Matsuo kind of blinks and she said, "Oh, I thought I would drive."
Well, if you wish to drive, that is fine. You probably know the way back better than we both do.
He goes, shotgun.
She will shake her head and say, "That's not how I drive." You will see her physically melt into mist, at which point she will seep into the van, and the ignition will start.
That's fucking cool.
On a side note, I may or may not have been reading up on Wraith Arcanoi and shit. Arcanoi. They get weird.
Yeah, I've so far I've seen Moliate and the Possession one. I'm waiting for Outburst.
It'll happen. She hasn't gotten pissed off yet.
So Jackie will say, before we leave, I have a benediction that I have to give every time I enter the Shadowlands. If you could just wait a moment, please, ma'am.
Of course.
This is a holy place to me. Jackie will get out the car and he'll be like, he'll look around or whatever. He goes, ma'am, I am discharging my duty as best I can. Ain't nobody. He goes, you ain't pointed out specifically nobody what ought needs being dead. But I thank you for the assistance that you lent me, and I will continue to be your faithful servant.
Almost carried on the wind, and to end this scene, you will hear the phrase, "Don't fuck it up."
Bitches.
At which point, the car with no driver, or the van with no driver, will proceed to happily chug along its merry way in the Shadowlands, and we will end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. If we ever have any watchers, thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.